Hey, how y'all doing, eh? What's up, dog? I wanted to I wanted to express myself. Expression. That's the reason why I called the video expression because we do need to express ourselves, you know, and we need to express ourselves in a manner that can be beneficial for someone else. Yeah, not we express ourselves just to, you know, get stuff off our chest and things like that. How about let's express ourselves that's beneficial to someone else, you know? Hold on a second. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm on my look, got my little can. So never mind that, you feel me? Yes, expression, ways of communicating thoughts or feelings from self to others. Self expression. Okay. Somebody earlier made a video on YouTube. I think it's the Man God or something. I don't know. I don't agree with his expression. I think named the Man God or something like that on YouTube, something like that. The God. He made a video today, and the way he expressed himself, I don't agree with that expression because I feel like it wasn't truly beneficial to others because I feel that his expression about what he was talking about, and I'm finna get on that, wasn't correct. And I told myself I probably wasn't even gonna react to what was said, but I'm gonna react to that. His video, it was talking about man, about the world ending and stuff like that. And he was saying that, man, look, man, the world ain't gonna never end. Now, what he was talking about with this governmental system, that's what he was talking about because he was saying, well, they the ones that's running the system, they keep changing it and changing it and changing it because they keep on wanting give the people what they want or whatever, and it ain't gonna never end. He's like, man, the world ain't gonna never end. Okay, number one, what world are you talking about? Because the Mayans world is over with. According to the history, right? You talking about you going off of their history because you talking about the money that just make it to Bitcoin. They just change it to Bitcoin. You was talking about this system not never ending. That's what you was talking about, okay? And you said, man, the system never end. Like, well, like telling folks, don't be scared, man, because this shit ain't gonna never end. It ain't gonna never change. And you talking about folks reincarnating, and it may look different, but still be the same. Hold on. Let me rewind a little bit. Now, according to that government system you're talking about, they ain't gonna never end, right? According to the Mayans, right, their world gone. The fake Indians, right, their world gone, and including us, right? We was from Africa. They snatched us from Africa and brought us over here, so our world was gone too, huh? So I feel like he did not do his proper research. He have not because if he's sitting there talking about um, this governmental system that's active running right now, right, ain't gonna never end. You are incorrect because this governmental system was built falsely, and then it was built unnaturally, and then the system goes against nature and the people of nature. How do you? How long do you think this system gonna continue to fucking thrive? How long do you think a system's supposed to thrive? Um, and the system feeds off the blood of the earth, aka oil. How is this system going to thrive, huh? You think this system going to stay? That's what I was talking about, man. How you going to sit there and say this system ain't going to never go nowhere? This system was built off of genocide, man, off of taking, raping, and killing. This what this system comes from. Taking people land, taking trees, taking female trees, and making it a currency to buy fruit. Nature has its natural system that run itself. This system here is an unnatural system. The people actually run the system. The government governs the people. government. And it ain't no oh man, I want the world to end and all this. It's not about that. If you want true justice, you want true um uh, uh, um trueness for the people. You want trueness. You don't want shit happening and people just getting away with it because the system is built off of that just thing right there. People doing shit and just doing whatever the fuck they want, taking people's shit, just rob and steal and kill. Okay, the system was built off of that. So when you sit there and say the system will never end, you go along with exactly what they want you to say. What you're supposed to say is this: I've done my studies, I've done my research. This system cannot even handle the power that's coming, that's already here. That's what you're supposed to say. You weren't supposed to say what you did say. I mean, demand God, something like that. I just seen this page. Look, I'm cool with you and everything. I just don't agree with your expression. I feel like your expression, you express, you was just purely speaking how you feel. I get it, but I feel that you sort of kind of gave the people the wrong actual information. That's sort of kind of how I really feel. No, because like when you make statements like that, you got to think about the world fairs, fucking everything that got something to do with that. All these buildings, the fucking what was all that? That was somebody's world. That was somebody's everything. And what the fuck is now? If someone's nothing now, right? So you can't sit there and say this system, this world will never end. The system that was built out of balance and out of justice, out of truth, is doing what it's supposed to, getting the fuck up out of here. That's what this system is doing. Ain't no changing. Oh. You made a statement. All the folks resigning because they want to. You know what I mean? Look, look, look. That's not what's going on, man. Folks not resigning because they want to. Folks have no choice but to. Folks have to move out the way or get ran over. You either stand in front of the sun and you get hit with them CMEs, X flares, X5, get hit, doop, 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 or go high in the basement. Go high in that cave. Go high in that bunker. Cause these X flares, X5, M2s, M6s, they all here. And if you can't handle the energy, if your body can't handle that energy, that solar galactic energy, you're gonna have to get the fuck out the way. Because that energy is microwave, radiational, acute poisoning type of energy. If you cannot handle the energy, it's called acute radiation poisoning. It happens fast. I didn't make it this way. I was born in the same way I was born in the system that was out to get me. It was out from birth. And everybody I love. Okay? What do you think the sun, the moon, and the earth is doing? What do you think it's doing? I want to know. I'll tell you what it's doing. Since the system ain't gonna never end, right? That's why I said, man, dude was putting some information out there that was false. I get he was expressing himself, but your expression was giving folks the wrong information. Information mean you get informed so you can be in motion, like in your stance. If you get the wrong informed, you can't be in your information. You got to be information. When you get the correct information, you standing in line. You're grounded. You're able to see what's going on all directions. When you get the wrong information, you can't stand and see and hear like you want to be because you got the wrong information. And I feel like his expression was the wrong information because he have not done his studies. Until you start learning, I shout out to my lunch break. I like the way he get on the um the world fairs and a lot of. I like the way he be getting on a lot of shit. Now, quite sure he got to know that them his ancestors in all them videos. Christ, if you don't know, I'm telling you now. The same ones on the horses and buggies, finding shit, they call found, lying about every goddamn, them your ancestors, buddy. Them are your ancestors. You have already reaped the benefits from them same motherfuckers that was destroying all them goddamn buildings. I give you a shout out for exposing your ancestors, but that's your bloodline. Okay, you reap the benefits from them. Okay, yeah, and you still can't handle the weather that's coming right now, the solar weather. We're not talking about the man-made fake ass weather. No, not that shit. We talking about the real, not the fake hurricanes. No, we talking about plasmatic energy. You know how you got volcanic energy, plasmatic energy, plasmatic, electrostatic. You know what I'm saying? Plasmatic energy is like very high energy, just everywhere. It's just moving. It's moving. High energy. And guess what? You have to have the physical components to move in this energy freely. Yeah, you have a problem if you don't have the physical components. We didn't say mental. If you just don't have the basic physical components, you is not going to be able to move in its plasmatic energy. I promise you. If you just go Google plasmatic and watch what it tell you. I ain't even gotta Google it. Plasmatic, plasma, electrostatic. Come on now. Volcanic, plasmatic. That means this energy is moving at a high rate everywhere. And like I said, if you don't have the physical components, the physical components, you're gonna have a hard time moving around. Only the truth will survive. What do you mean? The truth that was hidden behind a motherfucking lie. Hey, another thing, my man said, they got I'm gonna switch it up. My man said catacombs, right? I don't know if you ever heard of catacombs. Catacombs be under large cathedrals and churches and stuff. Well, bones are everywhere, all over the walls and all this stuff. Okay. My man said, uh, he was talking about these bones, right? How about this? Don't talk about the bones. Talk about who is the motherfucking people. How about do a DNA test of them bones? And then test the people today walking. You will find out who them bones is in them catacombs. One in France, all that shit, millions of bones. They said like 6 million bones in the catacomb, 1,500 miles every direction underground, lined up with bones. So who bones are these people, huh? If you go watch the World Fairs, you don't see none of us around. Where the fuck was we at? We don't know goddamn field cotton picking cotton. I told someone yesterday, how the fuck is slavery for real? At the same time slavery was going on, we already had the goddamn cotton picking gene. We already had the shit. The same time slavery was going on, the World Fairs was going on. The same time was the fucking Cowboys and Indians fake ass story. It was the World Fairs going on, destroying all our goddamn shit. So you tell me what the fuck it is. I sit back, I be watching everything. I be watching every motherfucker. I be watching. So, and I be learning. Of course, you know that, right? Of course you do. Because you be watching me too. And I thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, power up. Yeah. I'm drinking me a beer. Don't think that beer powering me the fuck up. That beer taking away from me. Don't think beer powering me up. I just wanted to do some expression about a few things. And I want to speak about something real quick. What it is I want to speak about. Oh yeah. The truth. We are the truth. We have been hidden. They've been hiding us while the whole world see who we is. While we sitting there hidden, right? The whole world can see, but we the ones couldn't see. We couldn't see because we was hidden. They had hidden us. When I say hidden us, I'm talking about mentally. They mentally hidden us to where we couldn't see. This is what had happened. We're not talking about what happened before the fall or during the fall. We're talking about now. But see, the hidden ones are not hidden anymore. We can see now. And we see in all directions. You know down is a direction, right? You know that down. Did you know that down is a direction? Even though you can't see in the ground, you can see in the ground. We can see that we can see in the ground too. Same way you can see up, you can see down too. So fuck that. What you mean, man? Well, where do you think they got the radar system from? Who do you think developed the radar system? Well, we did. Who do you think created the sonar system? Oh, we did. Who do you think created the infrared system? We did. Who do you think created the hearing device that can hear under low pitches and frequencies? We did. So you don't think we have the ability to see in the ground with our eyes? With our eyes? Your hands are eyes too. Each finger is an eye. Your toes are eyes too. That's why you got the shoes that will keep your feet, the eyes closed up. Each finger is an eye. Your whole hand is an eye. Your whole back is an eye. You know how you can feel something behind you, but but you don't see with these two eyes. You can fucking feel it because your whole body is an eye. Your whole body can see. It sees in a different frequency and vibration. Which means you can feel. Big shout out to Remy H. And I want to shout out my whole entire family. My brothers, my mother, my aunties, my uncles, my whole entire family, including my ancestors. I was thinking the other day about the word ancestor, right? When they said, well, talk to your ancestors and things like that, I was thinking like a while back that the word ancestor mean way back, way, 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 way. No, that's not what ancestor means. Your ancestor means someone that has passed, that has transitioned or on the other side. Your ancestor, can live 1,000 years ago. Your ancestor could have passed away last week. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestor, things like that. Your ancestor is the one that they're not in the physical form. They're not in the. Them are your ancestors. It's not about how old they are or how long ago it was. But yes, like I'm gonna give you an example. My uncle. I got uncles that passed away. I got uncle. I got auntie. My auntie. I got auntie passed away. I got aunties that passed away. Okay, I can I can I can focus and talk to them. Yes, I can. And that's been one of my problems because I have not been talking to my ancestors. I'm gonna have to admit to that. That's been one of my problems. Not talking to them, and I bring up Big Mama a lot. I bring her up, but you don't hear me bringing up Big Daddy a lot. And my brother, he'll bring up Big Daddy a lot. You see what I'm saying? He always bring. Yeah, he do. I gotta give him that. He always bring up Big Daddy. So that right there is like a part of us talking to our ancestors. But they really want us to sit down and just relax and just think about them. That's all they really want because they want to communicate back to you or back to us. So when they said talk to your ancestors, that's what they're saying. They're not saying, talk to someone 1,000 years ago, try to talk to someone you never met before and all that type of stuff. That's not what this is. Your ancestor could be your big daddy or granddaddy you never met. But still you here though. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't even be here. Even though you never met him. Because he had your granddaddy probably had your granddaddy probably had your great auntie. Hold on, your granddaddy probably had your great aunt. Anyways, you heard through your granddaddy. Put it like that. Okay. Even though you probably never met him, you heard through him. He would be your ancestor. Okay. Like with my another example, my uncle that passed away. He passed away the month I was born. I always wanted to talk to him. I always wanted to talk to him. Uncle Shaq, I always wanted to talk to him. And like, so, how I'm supposed to talk to him? Sit down, think, and just think about him. Just sit there and think. And there are other forms of meditate. You don't have to sit there and go, you ain't gonna do none of that. That's not how it goes. You do what you do. You can sit there and just hit a cigarette, make you comfortable, whatever. We all have our own individuality, our own expression. Okay. So, but the main thing is when you're thinking about one of your ancestors, just think about it. Like, I want to know how we would have walked to the store, what we had said to me. Just think. And then when you start to think, certain thoughts will start coming to you. And that's just how it goes. But yeah, I just want to do some expression because I felt like my man, he did a good video. He ain't gonna lie, he did a nice video, a smooth video. I think it's the God Man or the God, something like that. The I am God, I think it is, I'm not sure. He did a nice video. I just felt like that he didn't study enough. Go back for it. You can't sit there and say this unnatural system that's built off of stealing, killing, destroying the natural people of the planet. You can't sit there and say this system gonna never go anywhere. That's no, you can't sit there and say that. That's going against nature. Can't do that. You just wouldn't inform. So use automation. Out of information. You was informed incorrectly. So your information was like this. Your information was supposed to be like this. You was like this expressing yourself. You supposed to be like this expressing yourself because you didn't get the right information. That's why if I get on YouTube and speak, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna speak the truth. I'm gonna speak the truth straight like that. And I don't think he knew what he was talking about. You can't sit there and say this system was never in. This system was built falsely. This system is already over with before you even know it because it was built out of balance. You know why you don't see no feminine trees? Do you know what a feminine tree is? Okay. Feminine, the word feminine produces. She produced life. The feminine energy built the masculine energy. Because the woe man, okay, the feminine energy created the masculine. The feminine energy created the balance. It's in good and evil. That's not the fucking balance. The balance is masculine. The balance is feminine and feminine and masculine. The balance ain't no good and bad. No, that's out of balance. That's out of balance. Man, duality. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Man, the balance is duality. Shut the fuck up, bro. Real duality is masculine, feminine. Not no fucking positive, negative. That's some bullshit, man. What you have beings that's created out of balance, trying to tell beings that's created, manifested with balance, how to fucking live, what the fuck to do. Okay? That's what that is. They ain't no all good versus evil. No, motherfucker. That's your lower thought process. It's balance, natural, and there's things that's unnatural, out of balance. That's just what that is. When you are out of balance, you do things that's out of balance. When you are of balance, you do things of balance. When you of balance and you have been tricked, bamboozled, fooled, lied to, goddamn told everything goddamn is good, that's really bad, was bad, that's really good, and did a reversal on every goddamn thing, it's hard for a balance, a being to be balanced when you have been given everything that's been out of balance. Tell me about some motherfucking goddamn this system will never end. Man, just I forgive you for saying that, man. God damn, bro. You just don't be telling folks that bullshit, man. I'm finna get up out of here off the YouTube. But before I go, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story of what I seen the other day. Okay. Well, I just tell you like this. Right here, let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you real quick. Right here, right there, right above my head. Right there above my head. Right above my head, right there, right. The other day, I was walking back here, and I just felt something like the moon will be right there. I felt like the moon. I felt the moon will be right there. Like where the? But I'm looking, I don't see the moon. But I just felt it was right there. Right. Tell you what happened. The very next day, I come right out here chilling, and I sit down on my laptop, whatever. I look to my left. Boom. The motherfucking moon was right the fuck there, just staring right at me. I'm talking about a big ass mother. I mean, the moon so damn big, right the fuck there. Folks supposed to be outside. What the fuck? Look at that. This what people supposed to do. But when you have so many out of balance beings that can't pay attention to nothing really, they won't be able to notice that like that. They won't because they don't care about that. Okay, and it's just the nature of things. Okay, so when I seen the moon like that, right, I felt like the moon was looking directly at me. Another thing too, the moon didn't just move over there, just slowly, just here we go. The moon didn't do this. It didn't do this. It didn't do this. The moon did not do this. Let me just creep. It didn't do that. Man, that motherfucker went through a dimension and just this side actually did it on your ass. It just popped up like that faster than that, by the way. So that's that instant. Okay. The other night, I was down in the basement chilling. Was that? No, I was right here. Yeah, I was right here. And I kid you not, a white ball. They call it meteors or whatever, but that wasn't no fucking meteor, man. I don't believe that was a fucking rock. I must say it was a beam. It was a okay. My closest description to what I seen would be in Dragon Ball Z. Actual Dragon Ball Z, like when Vegeta and Nappa, when they be in them little capsules flying through space, you see the little white, they look like a white capsule just flying through space, right? That's my closest description. I can tell you what I've seen. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z, not GT or all other shit. Dragon Ball Z, when Vegeta and Nappa was in their capsules flying through space, all right? That's exactly how it looked the other night. And the ball of light, I just gave you the description of how it looked because it was like that. The motherfucker, it came through the sky. It was silent, completely silent. I mean, I don't think I never seen nothing that was so loud, but it was so silent. It was loud as a brightness. It didn't light the sky up. It was the light. The sky didn't light up. It was the light, and it was so quiet. It was like what the fuck, but it was so loud, like visually loud. But it was your ears. It was nothing, and it come through the sky. Not even like and disappeared. I kid you not. It didn't. It wasn't no fucking meteor. It didn't fucking burn up. It fucking went through like a portal or something. The motherfucker either it came into a portal and went through another one. And I seen another one to the right. That one was like a little red and it shoot through the sky. Now, the very next morning, I walked into to my little interview and stuff like that. I stopped over there because I walked past the cemetery. I stopped by the cemetery and I can see there's a bridge, a little lake over there, right? This one was the same type of one I described. I seen three. Okay, the second one looked different than all of them, but the first one looked like the second one. No, I'm sorry. The first one looked like the third one. The third one, different was the third one was so fucking close. No. The first one was so fucking close. I'm talking about, you know how you see something that's way fucking far, like a star or something. This motherfucker was like 2-3 miles away. It was not far at all. Okay, including the third one. That motherfucker there, just like I said, they look the same. It shot through the whole sky, disappeared. They cannot keep track of all this shit. They cannot. They cannot. Uh, so I just wanted to share that. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Um, uh, I hope that was helpful. Um, you know, I hope it was helpful. Food for thought. You can go to Tupac. You can go to Remedy H. YouTube. You can go to my lunchbox. YouTube. You can put them together and you can get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You got them two right there. You got an original being and you got a not original being. You know what I'm saying? And the original being gonna get you so much. He gonna give you all the knowledge. Okay. That other being, he's gonna give you what he can give you. Right. But like I said, you go to Remedy H, YouTube, or you go to my lunchbox. I'm sorry, my lunch break. Number one, and you just go from there. Like another before I go further, like I said, when you start to watch them videos and learn about the world fairs, them buildings have been there. Our cities has been here. Slavery never existed. There was no such thing as cowboys and Indians. There wasn't no goddamn. As a matter of fact, the plantation houses are our old houses. Huh? Bet you didn't know that, did you? The plantation houses is our old houses. And on them big ass cotton fields and shit, them was our gardens. Because we didn't eat meat. We growed our food. Does it make sense to you now? Does it make sense to you now? All the day, oh man, we was slaves. No, we was never slaves. Them bitches was kidnapping, killing, robbing, and stealing. But were we slaves? No. We were scientists, architects, true artists, true musicians, true sculptors. We was all that. True metal workers, true bending, everything you can think of with bending, mind bending, all that. It was all that. All that. Source was all that. So I'm gonna go on in this right here. Like I said, thank you. Enjoy your day, and please share the information to your family, however you feel. And peace. Stay up.